Hello guys, welcome to my pitch. Clinton Moshe, and I created a company called Moshe Crafts. So my name is Clinton Moshe, as I have just said, and I'm currently from Kenya, residing in Voi. I've been programming since the year 2016, working campus. And what I started with is data science. I used to do a lot of analysis, especially using R&R Studio and writing a lot of reports. Later on, I transitioned into web development using React in the front end, Express and Fastify in the back end. And then later on, I transitioned into Golang, of course, doing API and creating web servers using Gene and Fiber. So over those years, since 2016, I have been doing software engineering, I've been doing data science, and I've been doing full stack web development, and I do that all currently. So my main softwares, the tools that I've been using are RStudio, Python, Jupyter notebooks, Golang, and so on. So last year in 2024 August, I faced a problem, and the problem that I faced needed a solution that could be offline first because I wanted to use it locally, and it could be installable. And as far as the local installation is concerned, when we were in campus, when we started learning Java, we were curious, like if you create a software, how do you create a software to the point whereby you're installing it and you're using it locally? So I think that curiosity also was part of the reason as to why I ventured into developing desktop apps. And I also needed something that is fast and secure. And one thing that I didn't want to also deal with, I didn't want to deal with monthly subscriptions or the problem of hosting. So after all that problems and all the considerations, I decided to settle down on native solutions. And since I was also good in Golang and there's a package, a library called Fine to develop desktop applications, I decided to exploit. And another thing is that the solution I chose, it can be working on any operating systems. It's not limited to only one operating systems. So the reason as to why I chose desktop apps, and considering that currently web apps is the main agenda, like everyone is talking about web apps, so everybody is just a web developer, and I decided to venture into software engineering is speed. Now desktop apps are considerably faster as compared to web apps, and of course that's a controversial topic. And another thing is privacy. When you're dealing with desktop apps, you can have your data locally and nobody can access it, especially if you're dealing with private issues. You can just have your data locally, or if you want to sync different applications in different location, you can also use the cloud to host your database online. Another reason is the cost. When you're dealing with desktop applications, you don't have to deal with monthly subscriptions. Of course, that's something that can be implemented, but mostly my apps just pay one time and use it your entire life, unless you need a feature added that can be done because I do the desktop apps. Another thing is that these apps are going to be offline first, and they can be online if need be, but the main one is the fact that they can work offline, and we're considering one of the remotest parts of the world. So who is this solution for? This solution can work for individuals. You have a very simple application in your mind and you want it to help it organize your daily tasks that can be done for you. If for schools as well, they need an application for generating reports or anything, managing anything within the schools, and they have direct control of their data. Hospitals and the health sector, they mostly want privacy for their customers. So that means they want their data accessible at any time. We can just have their own servers and they can use desktop applications. Small businesses, for people who don't want to worry about paying monthly subscriptions, we can develop solutions for you so that you can be able to just pay one time and you use it for the rest of your life. Governments, of course, it's thing to do with privacy and for the critical, especially critical data that they store. NGOs mostly work in remote areas and they only need access to the internet when need be. that can also be done using desktop or native applications. So what you're going to see today is I'm just pitching and showing you my website and some of the apps that I have developed, and I'll show you how you can install one of them. And in concurrent videos, I'm just going to show you how you can download these softwares and then you can install them locally. So we can go to the website. So when you come to your browser, you can just search Moshe Crafts. That's the name of my software. I don't have access to the internet. Just a minute. Let me connect to my Wi-Fi. So when you search Moshe Crafts, you're going to have this next my website here. And then what you're going to do is you're going to have the website. It's a very simple website. So the reason as to why I created this website is because after this solution worked for me, I thought, what if there is somebody out there who wanted a similar solution? Where can they get me? So I had to make this software and some demos so that you can be able to see how they can help you out. So the main services that I offer, as I said, I create desktop applications and also create backend infrastructures if you want an API, performance improvements, and so on, scalability softwares. I normally use I can create that the same. So we also have data analysis, as I had told you that this is the first thing that I started with, being data analysis. So I can just also do analysis for your business, generate reports, and automate that as well. Another thing that I also do training in programming, also train people for, I have created several curriculums for courses, mostly in Python, R, Golang, Node.js, databases, and JavaScript. So if you want to also learn programming, I can also train you in that. So you can view the catalog here, it's on WhatsApp, and the costs. As I've already covered the native app, so the most thing that I want to cover is the benefits of our native applications. So as I had told you, my main goal was that I don't want to get into issues of monthly subscriptions. So I deal with one-time payment. You just give me your idea. I do the design. We contact each other. We discuss on the budget, and we develop the software, and just one-time payment, no subscriptions, just pay once and use it forever. And it's fully customizable based on the needs that you have. It is efficient and secure, and then it is offline fast, and it can access the internet if you want it to. Its ease and resources are optimized for better performance. So uh, the main thing we wanted to focus on is this part here. So I have created several apps that you can use as a reference to see the kind of work that I do. The first one I'm going to do for installation is this one for the finance tracking. That's the expense tracking application. We have an online exams app. We have a JSON viewer. We have a gallery viewer, rental management, and a school management. I also have a church management system. But for now, I just want to focus on this one here. The rest I'll do concurrent videos on how you can use them. So when you click on the download for this finance app, this is the name of the app. The app is called Finance, and then you can come and see here some details. So first, before you download this finance app, you have to know that it's using MongoDB. As you can see here, you need to download MongoDB first, and then once you click on this, it's going to download it. But as for me, I have already downloaded MongoDB, so I don't have to download it again. And then you install MongoDB, and then you download the app. So when you click here, it's going to take you to the download section, whereby you can download MongoDB. Oh, sorry, yes, I did not update that. If you need to download, the latest version is 1.2.3. So you just come here in releases, just a minute. Yeah, you come here in releases, and then you just come and click. This is the latest version. I think it's redirecting to this one. Okay, I'll change that. So you just come and click on this one here. You download the application. I've already downloaded it here. After you click save, it's going to download. And then after downloading the application, installation is very simple. Just come here in the download section and then you just click that, you run, yes, go through the license, accept the terms, install, then you finish. After installing, you're going to have this readme. Of course, it's a guide of how you can use the application, but as for me, I'm just going to show it to you. And then when you finish installation, you're going to have this finance section here. Now this one is majorly used for the desktop icon. So you just double click on it. Now after you've installed your MongoDB and you don't have an account, you can just come here and register. You add your username and the phone number. Now you have to use the same format I've used, because otherwise it won't accept +254, or depending on the country you're coming from, and then the password, and then you register. After registering, it will take you to the login. Of course, because I already have an account, I'm just going to log in. And then after logging in, you're going to have this. Now remember, I already have a database installed and for testing purposes, so yours is going to be blank and it's going to be a light theme. You're going to have a light theme. It's going to be something like this, but you can just have a toggle here. You can change the dark theme and the light theme here. So in your parameters, this is where you can define your income. I made it totally dynamic so that it can fit anyone. So in this case here, you can have your categories of income, salary, dividends, profit, so on. You can add your category here. Let's say, what kind of category can we add? We just say test. And then you have your category. You can delete a category. You can edit it. You can search the category, and so on. So similar thing you can do to expenses. You can just add your expenses here, the categories. Now remember, these categories are the one you're going to be using to add your income. Let's say for example you want to add a new income here, and just come here and select the category. Maybe it's profit, and then you select the month. You can select the month of February, and then you made a profit of 5,000. You can add it there. You can search, you can export to CSV, and then you can also come to expenses. You can add your expenses here. Remember, these categories are coming from whatever we define in the parameters. You can add your categories there, and then after adding the income and expenses, you just come to the report section. This is summarizes everything that you have done. It gives you the for the entire year, January, February up to December. Then we have the total income, and you have the total expenses, and then you have your balances here. And then finally, if you need an upgrade or an app similar to this one, or just you have an idea and you wanted this to implement it in application, you can just come to this section here, the contact section. You can WhatsApp me, you can call me in either of these two numbers, or you can email me using this email address. So guys, this is an example of some of the applications that I make. And of course, you can have the settings here. You can update your details, you can change your password, you can select the number of items you want to view in the table, and then here you also have your notifications. So this is the finance app and how it works. So these are the kind of apps that I make. So thank you very much, and I hope that if you have an idea, you can contact me so that you can come up with a solution for you. Thank you guys.